trouble in there, but they're continuing to go right at the defense.
Now here's Nance. He's averaging about 6 points per game. Bogdanovich, that's good.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Chicago trailing here. Here's the Prophet, and he jams it home with authority.
Great job on the back end of the play.
Yep, finished with both hands, making sure of it. Pass to Johnson. Craig against Capella. Back to Johnson. Second chance shot. Misses the layup. Chicago's gone 2 for 4 from range to start things off. Here's the Prophet, covered by Johnson. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Daniels. An easy 2 on the layup. Daniels has got 5 points.
And leaking out well in transition. I mean, I like seeing Daniels get rewarded for hustling.
Here's the Prophet, and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty. And the lead just keeps changing hands.
5 times already, and we still haven't gotten out of the first half.
Johnson finds Bogdanovich. Nance outside. To the inside. And it's DeSumo with the rebound. Chicago leading. Pass the ball. Launches it. And the three-pointer goes.
So much talk about the improvement in Lonzo Ball's three-point mechanics. That takes a...
Outside Bogdanovich. Shoots over to Sumu. Bogdanovich, that's good. 13 points in the game.
Feels like the other 4 guys have disappeared at this point. He wants to be the one to get them back.
The Prophet, the pass to Ball. Williams with the screen. He shoots. The rebound by Atlanta. Johnson's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Here's Atlanta with the ball. Trailing by 2. And you watch Jalen Johnson. His athleticism, man, it's unique.
Pretty unique at his size, right, B.A.? He just glides around the court. He's got great speed when they play in transition and can get above the rim. So this guy, a bit of a matchup nightmare. Just think when he gets his confidence.
All right, let's check in with Allie LaForce.
Hey guys, the Prophet in their last game against the Bucks was a man on a mission. He dropped an amazing number of points, and as we've come to expect, he contributed from the three-point line as well. And the entire NBA talking about his performance. It was that special. Can he do it again? We'll see, guys.
Outstanding, thanks. Impressive ability to carry his team to victory, Grant.
Yeah, B.A., I was really impressed. They wouldn't have won the game if it wasn't for his attacking mindset and will to win.
Yeah, going up against a team that had no answer for him. We'll see if it plays out the exact same way here tonight.
Here's the Prophet. 24 points for him. No good from the left block. And here's Hunter from the arc. Connects from downtown. Hunter's got 7 points in the game. Chicago has gone 3 for 5 from deep so far in this matchup. And it's the Prophet missing. And Atlanta with possession here. Hunter passes to Nance. Here's Bufkin. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Pretty much no one's going to pass up a shot like that. So much for the defense.
Here's the Prophet. The kick out to Williams. Inside. Takes the 3. The rebound by Atlanta. They come into this one following the loss to Minnesota.
When your whole team is shooting in the low 30s, you know you're in trouble.
Yeah, you check the stat sheet and you can dominate just about every other facet of the game, but it's not going to make up for anything if you shoot the ball at such a low percentage.
Hunter can't get it to go. Here's the Prophet. For 3. Connects again from distance.
For this franchise now, he's hit the most threes in a single season. Unbelievable.
His incredible range stretches out the defense on a nightly basis. It's an invaluable element to this offense. And so it's Bogdan Bogdanovich making things happen for Atlanta. And big group substitution here for Atlanta. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Roddy. Johnson comes in for Hunter. Bogdan Bogdanovic checked in for Matthews. And Daniels is subbed in for Bufkin. On the court for the Bulls, we've got Zach LaVine. Ball is out there with Torrey Craig. And it's Phillips in at the power forward position. Johnson passes to Bogdanovic. From 11 feet away. Second shot opportunity. And the nice bucket inside from Capella. Capella's gotten his second bucket.
Capella, one of the best offensive rebounders in the league. It's because of his activity.
They set the pick. Out to the right wing. Here's Phillips. The kick out to Ball. Lets it go from deep. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got his 6th rebound on the night. Bogdanovic on the wing. Coming off a 16-point game against Minnesota. Daniels passes to Johnson. Nance outside. Fires the 3. Kept alive by Atlanta.
And so much reliance for this team on Capella and his grittiness to do the little things on the inside. They love that work ethic.
It's his first trip to the line. One place Clint Capella really knows how to throw his weight around is on the glass, Brent.
Yeah, it's been a little while, BA, since Clint Capella has led the league in rebounding. And, of course, that was a little bit different offensive system. But he has the size and the instincts still to go up and get the ball off the rim or from lob passes to be effective inside. When a player gets a feel for that floater, it can really make things tough on defenders. You're just not sure how to guard them and where your point of commitment is.
Here's Bogdanovic. Drops in the layup for 2. Bogdanovic has got 15 points.
Hey, man, Bogdanovic can play. Someone who wants to score as much as that guy, gotta love it.
Williams a screen on Bogdanovic. Gets to the rim for 2 with the D all over him. And the Bulls lead by 3.
Defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick.
That's one that the coaches will watch tomorrow with that player. You hate to see him give up in that situation.
Plenty of space. Williams grabs the board. Bulls leading by 3. Here's the Prophet. Oh, now that's how you finish a break. Throw it down with force.
That was execution to perfection. Textbook transition offense.
Yeah, once you burst through a seam like that, you got to look right towards the rim. Sweet play.
Here's Daniels. 5 points in the game. The 3. Chicago with a rebound. The Prophet's got his 5th rebound in this one. Left side Williams. Ball outside. Pass to the Prophet. Outside Williams. Now Ball. Capella with a rebound. Capella's got 8 rebounds in the game. Hawks trail by 5. There's Bogdanovic with the 3. Kept alive. The 3. That's good. That's now his 7th made field goal in 15 tries.
Another triple for him. His 4th of the night after that monster first quarter where he hit 3 of them.
The Prophet, that's good.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
Pass to Bogdanovic. Johnson on the wing. Outside Hunter. Fires top of the key. Chicago with a rebound.
Well, he wants that one over again. I guarantee that. Nobody's even in the neighborhood.
And with just about half the season in the books, checking in on the top rookies, starting to establish themselves as legit NBA talent. Right in the thick of this season, he is the guy when it comes to Rookie of the Year. What a year he's having.
And this is the type of player you have to be excited about. There's no question he should be at the top of the Rookie of the Year rankings.
Totally agree. It's taken him only about half the season to show he is going to be a force and a face in the NBA for a long time. Yeah, here's a list of things I don't want to do, and right at the top is guard that guy.
The kick out to Williams. Here's the Prophet, covered by Johnson. The Prophet, the pass to Williams. The three from Craig. Hits a three-pointer. Craig's gotten himself on the board with a three there.
And that's on the defense, giving him a decent look. That's his shot.
Outside Johnson. And out of bounds, it'll be Chicago ball. And now a peek at some of the players competing for a spot in the dunk contest. All of them true dunk artists who can do some spectacular things in the air.
And I can't wait to see what these guys have dreamed up this year. The level of athleticism and creativity that goes into this contest is what makes it so incredible to watch.
You look at Johnson as the top vote getter, a good bet to be in this year's dunk contest.
And with his hops, he might be the favorite in the contest. Everyone wants to see him compete.
And as All-Star Weekend gets closer, we'll of course update you on how things are looking. But this year already promises plenty of standout performances.
Yeah, this is going to be a dunk contest you don't want to miss.
Bulls leading by 5. Here's the Prophet. 33 points for him. Baseline jumper. Capella with a rebound.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
Pass to Johnson. Hunter with the ball. Bogdanovich up top. Launches a three. Pure from three-point range. Bogdanovich has got 10 points in the quarter.
He's been dropping them in from downtown since the tip. 3 triples in the first quarter, 2 more since.
The Prophet, that's good.
And both teams running long-range plays that are working.
Well, both of them looking towards the three-point line, and I like to see that, especially when the results are made buckets.
And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. Chicago ahead, up 5. Stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
And as a basketball fan, it's okay, fellas. Now and that'll do it for us. Thanks for stopping by. We'll head back down.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Grant, there are such intense rivalries at the college level. Do any of those carry over to the NBA?
Oh, BA, they sure do. I was part of some serious college rivalries. There was a lot of trash talk with the guys on the other side, and it didn't stop that much after we got to the NBA.
Filling out the wings is Bogdanovich and Hunter. Johnson at the 4 with Capella at the 5. And it's Daniels in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Here's the Prophet. Hunter covering. Shots blocked.
And DeAndre Hunter getting that block mostly because of great positioning.
Pass to Johnson. Outside Hunter. Now Bogdanovich. Here's the 3. Drills it from deep. Bogdanovich has got 26 points.
Exactly what every offense needs. Shooters who can force the defense to extend.
Oh, there's no doubt he's a legitimate threat from downtown, and he's demonstrating that in this game.
Oh, Levine not messing around in tight.
You have to love how persistent Levine is inside, enduring the contact and finding his shot.
And here's Hunter for 3. Chicago with a rebound. Outside Levine. Pass to the Prophet. First minute and a half of basketball played here in the third quarter. Hawks trail by 4. A chance here to catch up with Allie from the sideline.
Hey, Brian. Jalen Johnson is developing the complete game. He said, I watch the guys who do everything. That's my mindset. I want to be at least solid in every department and then keep building on that, adding bits and pieces here and there. Brian, his versatility is already drawing attention league-wide.
Yeah, there's no question about that, Allie. Thank you.
Yeah, Hunter getting enough room to find somebody to be hunted.
The Bulls have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Here's the Prophet. Hunter covering from 10 feet away. And he tries it off the glass, but it's no good. Atlanta's gone only 1 of 3 from deep here in the third. Bogdanovich finds Johnson. Here's Bogdanovich. Screen by Capella. They get it back for the tie, and he sinks the layup. Capella's got 7 points.
And that work was done early as Capella just fought for his position down low.
Pass to the Prophet. Banked it in off the glass. The Prophet's got 38 points.
Making the easy shots and the tough shots. He's on top of his game.
And so it's Quinn Snyder here calling timeout. Coach wants to speak to his guys, maybe alter some of the game plan. And a look at the stats for Zach LaVine.
Over his last 10 games, his three-point shooting has gotten a lot better. He looks very confident from deep. There's no doubt he's got the green light to shoot from his coaching staff.
And now we're 3 minutes into this third quarter of play. Here's Bogdanovich. And it's good. 2 points. Bogdanovich has got 5 points in the quarter.
That's a pretty soft touch for Bogdanovich, trying to do some damage on the inside now.
Here's the Prophet. Buries the hook. And the Bulls lead by 2.
Down the stretch, he's been flat out awesome. He helped them get the lead, and now he's making sure they keep it.
Pass to Hunter. Back to Johnson. Outside Bogdanovich. The shot comes out.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
LaVine. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. That one on Johnson.
Just putting in work. LaVine with a strong move and gets rewarded with a trip to the line.
The Sumu, he's checked in for Chicago. Both free throws good from LaVine. Just over 3.5 minutes through the third. Daniels passes to Johnson. Capella with it. There's Bogdanovich with the 3. Gets the 3 ball to go. Bogdanovich has got 31 points.
I mean, he is bringing his game, guys. Another jumper from distance.
From deep three-point land. And once again, off the mark by Chicago.
Well, he was terrific in the first half, guys. Maybe some adjustments from the opposing team coach, and he's lost a little bit of that touch here in the second.
Here's Daniels. He's got 5. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead. And up the court come the Bulls on the break. Nails the baby hook. The Prophet's got 42 in the game.
Smart read from Giddey, just trying to involve his teammates.
Hawks trail by 3. Pass to Hunter. Bogdanovich on the wing. Here's Daniels. Just 4 to shoot. Now Capella, covered by Vucevic. From deep, Johnson. And it's Giddey with a rebound. Chicago leading by 3. The Prophet, the pass to Vucevic. And here's Giddey. Picked by Vucevic. That one doesn't drop. Excellent D there from Capella.
You wonder what the score would be if they weren't controlling the glass.
Here's Daniels. Can't get it to fall.
Maybe there are ways to contribute that don't involve shooting the basketball. That's the best way that maybe he can help them out in trying to win this game.
Here's the Prophet. Hunter covering. And it's the Prophet missing. And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. On the wing, Daniels. Down low. Here's Capella. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, take your choice. You can either foul him or watch him dunk. Well, actually, in this case, you could get both.
The Prophet, that's good. The Prophet's got 44.
I mean, he is at his best when it matters most. This game is theirs as long as he can keep this up.
Pass to Capella. Screen by Capella. Bogdanovich from long range. And it's the Prophet with a rebound. The Prophet's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Well, Brent, this is the 8th season for Bogdan Bogdanovich. He's as steady as a metronome, man.
You know, the thing, B.A., I don't think guys appreciate him as much as they should in that off-guard position. He is gritty and competitive. He can shoot the ball. He's willing to take big shots. And I love the pace and competitiveness he plays with.
Hawks trail by 6. Outside Hunter. Outside Johnson. And right away, they match it with a three-pointer of their own. Johnson's got 7 points.
It's clear there's a lot of pride on the line in this one.
Not always the best scenario, but in this game, pride takes over. You score on me, I'm going to come back and score on you.
Pass to Daniels. Hunter with the ball. Outside Johnson. Now here's Bogdanovich. And Atlanta hits again from deep.
Bombs away in the first half. He's followed up the effort with 3 more triples since.
Outside Levine. Here's the Prophet. Three-pointer. And it's good. Credit Levine with the assist. Levine's got his 5th assist in this one. Atlanta's gone 4 of 9 from beyond the arc since the break. Back to Daniels. Outside Johnson. Screen by Capella. To the middle. No stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity in a three-point play. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. And a moment to check out the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
They've been slippery getting into the lane all game long, putting that help defense to the test.
All game long, they've just done a great job of keeping the pressure on the defense and penetrating with the pass. They've gotten everything inside, and they've converted there.
Pass to the Prophet. And he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call. Stretching the floor makes all the difference. Let's see which teams do the best job of it. Number 1, Chicago.
Having the shooters they have, the best three-point shooting team in the league, it opens up the whole court by stretching the defense out.
And Atlanta making a change here. Roddy's checked in. Craig with a steal. To the paint. Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now.
The defense there doing whatever they can to protect the rim.
This is his first opportunity at the line this evening. And Williams drops them both.
Well, when he gets into a groove at the free throw line, it doesn't just last for tonight. This might be 2 weeks, 2 months, something like that.
Nance the screen. Here's Bogdanovich. Can't hit from in close. Chicago leading by 3. Here's the Prophet. And a look now at Atlanta's upcoming schedule. On Saturday in Toronto, where they'll take on the Raptors.
The road is never the highlight of your schedule for any team. But for these guys, it is a chance to go out there, test themselves, and see how well they gel outside of home court. It could be a very valuable experience.
Good on the second one.
And they've been so much more aggressive drawing the whistle here in the second half.
Here's Bufkin. He's got 10 inside. And then Bogdanovich with the dunk.
Oh, what ferocity on the throwdown. I just love when he goes up with purpose.
Where was the D right there? The effort lacking big time.
There's some ways to get your coach's attention, and that draws the coaching staff's ire.
And he was dominant in their last outing, and the same thing here tonight. He is in a terrific groove right now.
Seems to be nobody standing in his way, no roadblocks for him to get to his spot, capitalize, and continue to be aggressive.
Dosunmu, the pass to the Prophet. The kick out to Williams. Ball outside. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the Prophet. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Bufkin. Outside Bogdanovich. Off target with the three. Chicago leading by 4. Dosunmu, the pass to Craig. It's stolen by Nance. Here's Bufkin. And so he draws the foul, headed to the line to shoot a pair. Atlanta shooting their 6th and 7th free throw shots in the game. No good on that one. Zeller's checked in for the Hawks. Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Chicago. And he sinks the second. Chicago has gone 2 for 5 from 3 since halftime. Here's the Prophet. And another one!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now.
And you can't leave the basket unprotected. Bad things will happen to you.
Yeah, that was just way too easy.
Will not find a higher percentage opportunity than that.
Here's Zeller. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. That one on Craig. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And both free throws good from Zeller. Bulls leading by 3. Here's the Prophet. Uses the glass to finish the layup. The Prophet's got 54 points.
This quarter belongs to him, and that's how you do it when you're out in front. Don't play it safe. Keep that momentum going.
Pass to Matthews. Here's Bufkin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Zeller with a screen on ball. Fires at the elbow. Bufkin, no good. And Ball will bring it up here for the Chicago Bulls. It's a 5-point game. From 8 feet, the Prophet. Count it. The Prophet's got 56 in the game.
They have no answer defensively inside.
Here's Bufkin. He's got 11. Pass to Nance. Here's Matthews. Nance with a screen on ball. Here's Bufkin. He drains it. Made half his shots. He's 5 for 10 now. 19 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's the Prophet from outside the arc. And again for 3.
And folks, he's just set the record for most three-pointers in a rookie season.
And you know, I don't even think he's thinking about records. He's out there to ball. Ever since entering the league, only a few months ago, he's been on a mission to win. And so it's Chicago, up by a healthy 8 points at the end of the period. Getting lots of great looks, shooting it well. That's why they're up. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after. Head coach Billy Donovan is mic'd up along the sidelines. Let's check it out.
We got to now start to anchor down defensively right now. Trust each other and trust the loads. It's not just one-on-one defense, it's together.
A little help from your friends. Billy Donovan preaching it. Are these guys listening?
Well, you also have to credit the other team. Obviously, their offensive play calling is having an effect. We'll see what the response is.
Fourth quarter action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. On the court for the Bulls, getting the fourth quarter going. Nikola Vucevic is out there with Zach LaVine. Then it's Kobe White. Then there's Talen Horton-Tucker. And it's the Prophet in at the 3.
And the defense gets bailed out by the miss. He usually converts that.
Pass to Matthews. Nance right side. Here's Matthews. Here's Zeller. Ooh, here's Zeller. Slams it home.
Textbook bounce pass there, perfectly timed.
Bulls leading by 4. LaVine passes to the Prophet. There's a screen. Outside for LaVine. That three's off the mark. Atlanta is shooting the ball at 48% so far. Here's Matthews. Out to the wing. Screen by Zeller. Here's Roddy. No good from outside. Here are the Bulls with the ball. They lead by 4. Here's the Prophet. Good. He hits again.
Oh, make that 61 points.
Everything is going his way right now. Here's Bufkin. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth here. The Prophet, the pass to Vucevic. Count the bucket, coming off a perfectly placed pass.
There's a reason Vucevic shoots a great percentage. So adept and skilled at scoring inside.
The 3 ball. Bufkin, no good.
Yeah, the defense there in chill mode. We all know he can burn them from 3-point range.
Levine passes to the Prophet. Bufkin with a rebound. Hawks trail by 6. Over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. To the inside. Here's Zeller. Chicago with a rebound. The Prophet's got 10 rebounds here tonight. So active. There's the drive. It's good. Only a few seconds into the shot clock. And the Bulls lead by 8.
Love his shot selection. Good at taking quality shots. Whether he's defended or open, he knows how to knock those down.
Now here's Zeller. Guarded closely. To the wing on the left. Pass to Roddy. Lets the 3 fly. Oh, the Hawks again cannot hit it. Chicago leading by 8. The Prophet, the pass to Vucevic. Second chance effort. Just gotten 4 this quarter.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
We played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Bufkin, no good. The Bulls have got 4 of 8 shots to drop here in this final quarter. To the middle. Pass to Horton Tucker. Here's the Prophet. And a nice finish on the layup. And now it's a 12-point Chicago lead.
And why go away from attacking inside if the D has no answer for you?
And Quinn Snyder decides to call timeout, looking to get everyone dialed in and engaged. And a new group getting ready for the Hawks. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Zeller. Johnson comes in for Roddy. Bogdan Bogdanovic checked in for Matthews. And Daniels is subbed in for Bufkin. Josh Giddey's checked in for Chicago. All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Hey guys, well, Quinn Snyder was just reviewing the plan with the team. He wants his team to be careful with the ball. He's not happy with the amount of turnovers they've coughed up so far. He believes if they focus on being more patient on offense, that will help cut down on the giveaways. Guys, back to you.
As always, Allie, we thank you. The Prophet, the pass to Giddey. Johnson with the defensive effort. Hawks trail by 12. Here's Daniels. Pass to Johnson. Capella with it. Covered by Vucevic. Here's Daniels. The kick out to Johnson. Sinks the tray. And that's a double-double for him now.
A rhythm shooter. I think I heard drums. I like Johnson using that in the offense.
Here's the Prophet. Collects the 2 points near the hoop. And the Bulls lead by 11.
They're just taking what the defense gives them. And right now, that's the interior.
Pass to Nance. Back to Johnson. Down low. And it's Bogdanovic that time on the assist by Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one. Here's the Prophet. Covered by Johnson. And it's Atlanta's gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Great lift off the floor. Johnson is electric.
Here's the Prophet. Hits yet again. Wow.
This game has his name written all over it.
He has been phenomenal. An offensive onslaught. Outside Bogdanovich. Offline with a three.
He's not the guy that you want to give a wide open look from three-point range. They're lucky that that one doesn't cost them.
Fires it. Another one falls. Amazing. 71 points and no end in sight.
He's in the zone. The defense looks helpless.
And so it's Bogdanovich with it. He brings it up for the Hawks. They'll be hosting Miami for their next game, and that'll be the finale in their 4-game homestand. Outside Johnson, inside. Oh, a dunk and a foul! A powerhouse move! He's got a chance for one more at the line. It's going to belong to Nikola Vucevic. Hunter's checked in for Nance. Chicago leading by 9. Right side Giddey. Outside Levine. Vucevic, a screen on Hunter. Back to Levine. Pass to the Prophet. Giddey with it. Shoots from the baseline. The rebound by Atlanta. Capella's got rebound number 15 here tonight.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Hunter finds Bogdanovich. Here's the teardrop. Chicago grabs the miss. Giddey's got 9 rebounds in the game. Boy, he's getting it done. Here's the Prophet. The shot's good on the assist by Giddey.
And just executing at a high level. I mean, taking what the defense allows and putting in the work.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
And it's Capella with the jam.
This might be one of the nights for Clint Capella where his teammates actually try to get him more involved than they normally do.
Levine passes to the Prophet. Outside Giddey. Pass to the Prophet. Picked by Vucevic. The Bulls need to get off a shot. Shoots over Capella. Vucevic gets the bucket. And the Bulls lead by 12.
A truly dynamic big man. Vucevic really has the ability to shoot from almost anywhere on the floor.
To the paint. Here's Hunter. Oh, and makes it with the kiss.
Great timing and coordination. Lays it in coming off that pick.
Pass to the Prophet. Picked by Vucevic. Left side Levine. Here's the Prophet. Hunter covering. It's stolen by Hunter. To the inside. Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
Yeah, you could tell Hunter knew he was open, did not hesitate to find him.
Chicago leading by 8. Here's the Prophet. No good with a layup. Outside Bogdanovich. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
It was a strong move. The shot's just a little off.
So hits one and misses one at the line. Chicago has gone 1 of 2 from deep in this quarter. On the wing, Levine. Vucevic, a screen on Johnson. Pulled the shot a little left. The bounce goes his way, though.
And just phenomenal at reading defenses. LaVine understands when to shoot and when to pass in pick and rolls.
Outside Hunter. Crafty move. And it's cleared by Vucevic. Vucevic has got a rebound number 12 here already in the game. Here's the Prophet. Oh, another one falls.
And he's now tied for the 4th most points in a game ever. He is hitting everything.
It is truly one of the greatest games in league history. He can't miss. 1:50 left in the fourth. There's the screen by Johnson. Here's Hunter. Good. And he's hit 8 of 14 now. A solid offensive performance.
Well, he can be dangerous in the pick and roll situation with that size. Hunter can't make the defense lay off him for long.
Pass to Vucevic. Here's Levine for three. Hunter with the rebound. Hunter's got rebound number 7 tonight. And here's Capella. Now here's Bogdanovic. He's guarded by White. Here's Hunter. Chicago with a rebound. Vucevic has got rebound number 13 for him here tonight. Up top, Giddey. Pass to the Prophet. Now Levine. Here's the Prophet. 6 to shoot. Now here's Vucevic. And Vucevic slams it in. And he's now got the double-double.
Both sides are simply waiting for the clock to make it official. This is going to end up in the books as a nice win for the Bulls.
And the huge difference today, the efficiency from beyond the arc.
Yeah, once they started hitting shots, it stretched out the D and opened up the entire offense.
Looking at this year so far, this will make 22 wins. Good! That's another bucket!
That score moving him clear into third all-time for scoring.
Well, you just knew it was a matter of time the way he's been playing. I'm sure he's not finished.
Well, he's cleared Wilt Chamberlain's 78 points. Next up is Kobe's 81. Either way, he is having
Another one goes! Incredible!
He is ripping through this defense and continues his assault on the record books.
Hey, and that score moves him into second place for most points in a game.
And to think he has eclipsed Kobe's mark of 81 and now has his sights set on 100. This is a game we'll be talking about for decades.
Here's the Prophet. Can't connect. So no problem for Chicago as they get the win. It ends up being a fairly easy road win.
Those are so hard to come by. It's never easy to take a game in someone else's building.
And that'll wrap it up, folks. Alongside Brent Barry, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson with our entire 2K crew thanking you for watching. So long, everybody.
How many points did MP have? I lost count at 71.
best outside shooting rookie ever. Sign of great things ahead. Get the popcorn ready. It's game time. Objects in motion, stay in motion.
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down the tunnel earlier on. And now it's all about getting a win on their home court. Greetings and best wishes for a happy holiday season from all of us at 2K Sports as we get set for this NBA presentation. In this game, we'll see the Milwaukee Bucks going up against the Chicago Bulls at United Center. With Richard Jefferson and Greg Anthony alongside, I'm Kevin Harlan at the table. And from the sidelines, it's our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. A lot of answers, but still a lot of questions for how the East is going to ultimately stands. Taking a look at Chicago, earning the first place position with a terrific record, and we've seen them perform splendidly pretty much all season long so far, and they're definitely the team to beat. And of course, Milwaukee 10 games behind.
And I think for the Bucks, they have been one of the major surprises in the NBA this season, unfortunately for the wrong reasons.
And we keep waiting for them to turn it around, and waiting and waiting, and at this point in time, I'm just gonna say it's probably not gonna happen.
Now the starting group for the Milwaukee Bucks: the post pair, the longtime duo of Antetokounmpo and Lopez. The guard and off guard are Lillard and Trent. And it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
So it's the Bucks now, after Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Here's Giannis. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton.
So strong. Giannis has really added some bulk since entering the league. Helps him absorb the contact.
Here's the Prophet. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. And Chris Middleton pulls it down.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. I caught up with the Bulls head coach. I asked him how he'll try to handle Giannis Antetokounmpo tonight, and Coach remarked, handle? You can't handle Giannis. We'll give him different looks and clog lanes, but really all we can do is pray a shot isn't falling. There's nothing wrong with asking for a little divine intervention on defense tonight, I guess. Guys?
Thanks, David. For Chicago, they've gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today.
And a solid playmaker, White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Milwaukee's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. It's hauled in by the Bulls. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
And sometimes it's a lot harder to get easy looks on the road, but they found ways to get their guys good looks.
Yeah, they seem unfazed by the hostile environment. I mean, just look at how efficiently they shot the ball.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Giddey against Lillard. Here's the Prophet with the drive.
I mean, a 6'8 playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
And Lillard kicks to Middleton. Right at the free throw line. Not going to go that time. Great D that time from the Prophet. Chicago leading by 3. Launches a 3. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Oh, this is the kind of start they were hoping for.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Looking for a breather and maybe just 1 or 2 things to talk about. Here's a look at some of the stats for him.
And guys, how about the surge of offense he's experiencing right now? These last 5 games, he's been a machine at the offensive end. A different scorer than he had been earlier in the season. We'll find out if he can keep it going here tonight.
Now, here's Antetokounmpo. Really played well against Brooklyn in his last outing. Good.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
Here's Giddey. Giannis Antetokounmpo making his last shot. Vucevic a screen on Middleton. The 3. And the Bulls another 3.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lillard looking around. The shot, it's good. It's his second basket. He's shooting 2 for 4.
You won't find too many players with a better understanding of the pick and roll than Lillard. He runs that set to a T.
The Prophet. That 3 off the mark. And so it's Trent with it. He brings it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Trailing by 5. Middleton the pass to Trent. Good, and the assist goes to Middleton. Middleton's got 3 assists tonight.
And their post play has been really solid right off the bat.
Levine kicks to Giddey. Pass to the Prophet. And that one is off. Great D that time from Middleton. And here we are, Greg, about a third of the way through the season. Is it too early to talk about MVP?
Some people debate that even before the season begins. I think we do have a front runner, but out of respect for the field, I'll keep that to myself.
Lopez with the block.
And we have seen Lopez really improve his shot blocking, adept at using that length to alter shots.
Chicago has gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Pass to the Prophet. Misses the 3.
His shot's just, it's not there right now. With his team leading, perhaps, let's focus on some other areas of the game.
Lillard with it. And then Lillard slams it in.
Yeah, Lillard has those ups. He can get to the rim when he wants to.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. Here's the Prophet. He's got 7. Levine, a screen on Middleton. The Prophet, and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And to put things simply, this has not been his quarter.
Middleton can't get it to go. Chicago trailing here. Now here's Levine. He had 16 points in the win against Atlanta. Pass to the Prophet. Hits the three-point bomb. The Prophet's got 10 points.
And he has flat out taken over this quarter. Keep feeding the beast.
White against Trent. Middleton outside. And they come right back with their own three-pointer.
And I love seeing Middleton rise up there with confidence, knocking it down for that corner three.
Giddey the pass to the Prophet. Out of bounds, Milwaukee takes possession. And while we have a second, let's see which squads have topped the league in assists during the past month. The Bulls in second.
And what stands out during this recent stretch is just how well they've passed the basketball. I mean, this is a club that has become really unselfish.
Lopez outside. Lillard against Giddey. And the shot no good, a bit short.
Not that time, but that's a shot that he's going to make more oftentimes than not.
Here's the Prophet, defended by Middleton. The Prophet passes to Vucevic. No good, shot missing. The Bucks have gone 50% from the field in the first quarter, 8 of 16. And Giannis throws it down hard.
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Here's the Prophet. He's got 10. Trent with it. Middleton looking it over. Stolen by Levine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. White wide open. He fires. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
An assertive offensive player. White knows he has the green light to rise and fire.
Richard, the steady improvement of Kobe White certainly has been fun to watch.
It certainly has, Kevin. He's starting to put it all together now, and it can take multiple years. We all knew he could score, but now his passing and his rebounding have also improved.
Yep, it counts. Antetokounmpo's got 10 points.
Pretty much all of their buckets coming from inside the paint now.
Pass to the Prophet. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And a hard finish there, guys.
Yeah, and only one hand needed for that one. Trent outside. Back to Antetokounmpo. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's on Zach LaVine.
Oh, Giannis getting the defender to bite. That's a patient move, earning himself a trip to the line.
You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Vucevic. Buzelis comes in for Levine. Ayo Dosunmu is checked in for White. And it's Lonzo Ball in for Josh Giddey. Now, here's Dosunmu. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. A lot of give and take between these sides early.
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
Here is Lillard following the three from the Prophet. Prince setting a pick for Lillard. Here he goes. Banked in off the glass. He's got 9.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Here's the Prophet, and he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bulls lead by 1.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Yeah, when the game is up for grabs like this one has been, it's all about the attention to detail.
And with an update from the sidelines, let's check in with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, Bulls coach Billy Donovan keeps perspective. He says, I used to come back from a tough road loss, go
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. And trying for the go-ahead basket, it doesn't go in. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. They've got Jackson. Bobby Portis out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Prince. And it's Green in at the 2 spot. Now Jackson. Pass to Portis. Over Levine. Milwaukee, no good that time either. The Bulls have gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Here's the Prophet. 8 for 15 with that made basket, but he's not satisfied yet.
If the defense lets him inside, he will not hesitate. He'll gladly drop that thing right in the cup.
And with the height to see over the defense, the eyes to spot the open man, Giannis continues to flourish as a facilitator.
The Prophet passes to Levine. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Levine's got 5 points in the quarter.
He just makes it look so easy on offense. Just, like, who takes pleasure in torturing defenses? He does.
Antetokounmpo finds Portis. Rebound collected by Levine.
And there comes a point when, for the team's sake, you might want to move it. He's hurting them with all of these misses.
Bucks trail by 5. Giannis high post. Vucevic on him. Here's Antetokounmpo. Outside for Jackson. Green, the pass to Portis. Just 5 to shoot. Unloads. Green, no luck. The Bulls leading by 5. Here's the Prophet. And the rejection by Giannis. Prince outside. The Bucks working the ball around. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Back to Jackson. Pass to Prince. This one for 3. It's all in by the Bulls. The Prophet's got his 7th rebound here tonight. Antetokounmpo on the double team. And there's the call on Giannis Antetokounmpo. That's his first foul. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Taurean Prince. Prince checked in for Green, and Lillard subbed in for Jackson. To the wing right side. Here's White. And the Bulls with another miss. Bucks trail by 5. Trent, left side. Kicks it down to Middleton. Got a piece of it. It's White on the wing. Defended by Trent. That one goes. Count it. Giddey's got his first 2 points of the night.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Cans it from downtown.
Incredible range. Lillard makes these deep shots look like they're effortless.
And when you talk to people about the Bulls, GA, Michael Jordan's shadow still looms large over this team and organization.
And Kevin, they haven't won a championship before or since he was in Chicago. They've had plenty of good players, Derrick Rose and MVP, Jimmy Butler as well, but the results haven't been there.
Here's Antetokounmpo, and off the left side of the rim, and it swirls in for him. Giannis has got 17 now. Here's the Prophet, defended by Middleton. Here's the Prophet, and the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there, no box out.
Oh, yeah, you think you got to stop, and it's wasted because of sloppy work on the glass. You literally practice that every day.
Back to Giannis. Powers through inside. Giannis.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Giddey the pass to the Prophet. Back to Vucevic. Beyond the arc. Buries the long-range jumper. 8 points for him.
This is that modern big man play. Tall guys who are comfortable draining shots from deep.
Bucks trail by 7. Middleton outside. Trent kicks to Giannis. The 3. Onto the Kumbo. Stretching the floor with the 3.
And they're hitting the long-range shots that they were missing in the first quarter, but still have ground to make up.
The shot by the Prophet, no good.
In the first quarter, he was raining down threes. That's not the case here in the second.
Middleton finds Lillard. Milwaukee needs to get off a shot here. Here's Antetokounmpo. The Prophet grabs the board. The Prophet's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. And it's the Bucks on the break. Trent can't hit. It's White on the wing. Covered by Lillard. Here's the Prophet. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. The Prophet's got 25 points in the game. Bucks trail by 6. Here is Lillard. A 23-point game for him in the win against Brooklyn.
Putting others before himself, racking up assists. Hey, I wished I played with more guys like him.
And we all know about Middleton's shooting ability, but don't underestimate his explosiveness at the rim.
On the wing, Levine. Antetokounmpo defending. Fires from deep. White, good. White's got the lead up to 7 now for Chicago.
You give a shooter of his caliber that much time to seam it up? Oh, yeah, you're done.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's ready to talk things through with the team. So both teams making some changes here. Quickly, let's bring up the list of the top rookie three-point bombers in the NBA. You look at the Prophet, a dangerous player from three-point land, a great talent with a great release.
And I think there's a little rivalry among that group of rookie bombers. I know he'd love to see his name all the way at the top of the list.
To the paint, he's looking for Craig and finds him.
That's a double whammy, guys.
That's right. A great defensive play, then the emphatic stuff.
Once he poked it away, you knew what was on his mind.
Pass to Lopez. Middleton outside for the 3. Rebound by the Bulls. They came away with the victory in their last meeting, which, by the way, was also in this building.
Yeah, I mean, we saw them do a little bit of everything in that game. Showed a lot of versatility.
It really is fun seeing an offensive function like a well-oiled machine. I'll be interested to see if they can keep doing this.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
So far, they haven't had to force anything. They're swinging the ball around and turning good passing into points.
And in addition, the three-point shooting has been dialed in tonight. They seem poised for a big game from deep.
And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
That's going to draw a whistle every time down the floor. Not even close to being a legal screen.
That's a very avoidable turnover. You gotta focus on the details.
Here's the Prophet, defended by Middleton. The shot by the Prophet, no good. Bucks trail by 11. And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys. Well, the Prophet in the last game against the Hawks lit up the floor. He scored an amazing number of points, and that was his season high. He really lit it up. Totals like that put him in rarefied company. A game for the ages. Back to you, Kevin.
Thank you, David. You're right. He was a one-man wrecking crew in that one.
Yeah, he was not going to let them lose that game. We'll see if he comes in with that same attitude tonight.
And I'll be interested to see if the opposition looks to double him, because this should open up opportunities for his teammates to get going. Yet another miscalculation. They are really there.
And so it's the Chicago Bulls enjoying a 12-point lead as they talk things over during the break. Their transition game has been in full effect. We come back right after this.
And
they're up because of the three-point shot, scoring in bunches. It also opens up things down low.
And that's something to watch. And now a subject that's always of interest, player movement around the league.
And Adams.
And that concludes halftime. Now time to send it over to Kevin Harlan.
And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You look at the Prophet in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, with a double-double in hand through 2 quarters, you can just imagine what his stat line will look like at the end of this one.
But I don't think that that's the most important thing to him. Sure, putting up big numbers doesn't hurt, but he's all about getting the win over everything else.
The guard set is Giddey in white. Zach LaVine is out there with the Prophet, and it's Vucevic in at the 5 down low. So that's the 5 in the game for Chicago. The shot by Middleton, wide open. No good on the triple. Here's the Prophet. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss. Giannis has got 6 rebounds now in the game. Drives to the hoop with the hook shot. Milwaukee with the rebound. For 3, Middleton. It's rebounded by Giddey.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Inside. Antetokounmpo. Automatic.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
Yeah, taking it right to the rim. One imagines that might be discussed at halftime. That's going to be on the film.
In tight, the jumper from the Prophet. The Prophet's got 4 points in the quarter.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Here's Lillard. Softly drops in the floater.
How about Lillard? He hits the defense with a sweet move and then makes sure to finish the play.
Here's the Prophet. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are 1 or 2 of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
First trip to the free throw line for him tonight. Free throw good, Damian Lillard.
Hey, Lillard has all the talent in the world, but, man, this guy is a great leader. Lots of charisma, and he holds his teammates accountable.
A shot by the Prophet, no good. Bucks trail by 12. Puts it up from 12, and it's Lillard missing. The Bulls have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. It's good from long range.
Zach LaVine just lets the game come so naturally. His ability to catch and shoot is one of the quickest in the league.
Lillard outside. Milwaukee, no good that time either.
And they've only got a slight edge on the boards, but it just feels a lot bigger.
And that's a foul called on the Prophet. That's his first foul.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Milwaukee's gotten blank from three-point land so far in the third, still 0 for 3. Trent outside. Middleton outside. Trent setting the pick for Middleton. And that's a foul called on the Prophet. That's foul number 2 for him.
Second personal foul. Second team foul.
Right around 3 minutes into the second half. There goes Giannis. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And on the drive, Giannis, he can be so disruptive, just muscling his way through the defense.
And the timeout called here by Billy Donovan. Wants to talk some things over, might be seeing some things to adjust. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Chicago Bulls. And the layup is good. And that's 36 points for the Prophet.
He's been dominant all game long. Nobody on the floor can stop him. And look, let's just say he knows it.
Giddey against Lillard. It doesn't go for him. Nice defense from Giddey. Here's the Prophet. And it's off from three-point range.
I'm going to say he hasn't found the same success here in the second half compared to what we saw from him in the first.
And the basket by Lillard.
Watch out. Now that he's got his first 3 of the half, there might be more in store.
Here's the Prophet, defended by Middleton. The Prophet, the rebound by the Bucks. Middleton's got 8 rebounds in this game. Trent can't hit. The Bulls leading by 12. To the middle. Here's the Prophet. Rebounded by the Bucks. Middleton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Lopez outside. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lopez has got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's the Prophet, defended by Middleton. A shot by the Prophet, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. They're getting stops, and they're attacking on the offensive end.
All the momentum seems to be running in their favor. They're close to taking the lead.
Always has his head up, Giddey unselfish with it.
Back to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Middleton. There's the lob. Antetokounmpo. And here we go. The Bulls fast break. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Agile play to get his hand in there and get the steal. Intelligent play to immediately start the break.
Here's Lopez. And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Buzelis is checked in for Chicago. And Milwaukee also making a switch. Green's checked in. Here's Lillard. He's got 20. Off target from outside. Here's the Prophet. His three-pointer's off the mark.
Not quite enough defense. That time around, just lucky he was off.
Lillard attacking. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. You know, Richard, so many stars have done it. Any thoughts on a player asking for a trade with multiple years remaining on their contract?
If you're unhappy in any marriage, you should always get out. That is my opinion. Teams do it all the time. They'll sign a player to 5 years and then trade him in 2. So if a player is unhappy after 3 years of a 5-year contract, it's okay for him to request a trade, but continue to show up to work. That is my only request from the players.
Here's the Prophet. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. The Prophet's got 15 points here in the second half. Bucks trail by 11. Giannis outside. Back to Lillard. Shoots the 3. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Lillard's got 13 points in just this quarter. Here's the Prophet. And he has 42. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Look, they're getting good looks inside. It's been a point of emphasis all night long, but I love this hard-nosed attitude of this team.
And their passing has been great as well. Ball movement is key in getting good looks, and they've had that down tonight.
Catching up now on the changes for Chicago. Torrey Craig, he's checked in for Vucevic. Dosunmu comes in for White, and it's Lonzo Ball in for Josh Giddey. The shot by the Prophet, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Brook Lopez started off, of course, as a post scorer, but he's completely reshaped his game over time, becoming a three-point threat and a defensive stopper. He said, I tried to focus more on being a pillar at the defensive end, someone my teammates can rely on. I'm always talking in the paint, letting them know I'm there to back them up. Kevin?
He's got great communication skills, David. Thanks for the report. Bangs home the trifecta.
Ooh, he's been the guy tonight. Really impressive performance.
Milwaukee has gone downtown a lot since halftime. They've missed 5 of their 9 attempts out there. And Lillard kicks to Antetokounmpo. Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Here's Lopez. Kicks it out to Lillard. Takes a 3. It's all in by the Bulls. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. It's off to Charlotte for him after this game as they take on the Hornets. And good, there's another.
And it's hard to believe how many times he's lit up the scoreboard like this over the years.
He's coming very close to tying the mark for 4th most 50-point games in NBA history.
And next up on this list, Harden. And just like Harden, he's a determined scorer. When he gets on a roll, the defense is helpless.
And it's sent back by Lopez. Green dishes to Antetokounmpo. Pass to Trent. Green kicks to Giannis. Lopez sets a screen for Antetokounmpo. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to go on Buzelis.
In attacking with all...
Bucks trail by 8. So with Lillard on the bench, here's the 5 for Doc Rivers right now. Antetokounmpo and Portis man the post positions. Jackson is out there with Green, and it's Prince in at the small forward position. Shots good by Green.
And those are the types of shots down the stretch that win you ball game.
Here's the Prophet, guarded by Prince. Count it. The Prophet's got 52 points.
Operation Feed the Horse. Feed them early and often. And guess what? It's working. They have the lead.
Jackson passes to Green. Pass to Portis. 5 on the clock. Back to Green. There's Jackson with the 3. The Prophet grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 7. Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute play. Now Dosunmu. Pass to the Prophet. Some solid defense there from Jackson. Bucks trail by 7. Green inside the three-point line. And another basket for Milwaukee.
It's been like this all night for both teams. The offenses having their way.
Yeah, but I think it's going to come down to who can get the stops down the stretch, because that's who's going to come away with this win.
The Prophet with the bucket.
He saw a path to the rim, and he took it. The defense just couldn't stop him.
And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Milwaukee Bucks. Pass to Green. We're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter in this one. Here's Portis, and Vucevic pulls it down. Vucevic has got 8 rebounds in this game. Here's the Prophet, defended by Portis. The shot by the Prophet, no good. Bucks trail by 7. Prince in the corner, stolen by Levine. And here we go, the Bulls fast break. Here's the Prophet. No good, in and out, off the rim. The Bucks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Portis finds Antetokounmpo. The shot missing. Great D that time from Vucevic. Here's the Prophet, guarded by Jackson. Jackson comes over with the double. Pass to Giddey. Here's Dosunmu. And again, Chicago, no good.
It hasn't been his best game, but his team is still doing just enough to be up.
Good defense, better shot from Antetokounmpo.
And you know what? He's really been one of the few bright spots for them, trying to will this team to victory.
And Billy Donovan decides to call timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team. Chicago making a switch here. White's checked in, and Milwaukee with a change here too. Trent's checked in for Jackson. Here's the Prophet, defended by Prince. Yep, that one goes. The Prophet's got 56 points in the game.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Green dishes to Antetokounmpo. Over Levine, and it will go, and the Bulls' lead is cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
With defenders having to worry about the drive, the pass, Antetokounmpo can usually find space from the mid-range.
From close range, and the basket good, a bank shot that time. 58 points for the Prophet.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high-quality shooting.
Portis a screen on Levine. Prince in the corner. And it's Antetokounmpo picking up the assist. Giannis has got his 4th assist in this one. The hook. Rebound, Milwaukee.
Oh, come on. Those are the looks you can't mess up. From this close inside, you got to get the job done.
For 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. The Prophet's got 14. Yep, 14 rebounds for him tonight. Wow. And another one falls. Amazing. 60 points. This guy cannot be stopped.
They've had no answer for him in this one.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
2 shots.
That one misses. Chicago leading by 5. Here's the Prophet.
Bucks foul. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2nd personal foul.
The first free throw is good.
We're still waiting for that first miss from the line this half.
Number 26. Taking 2 shots.
And good on the second, so he makes them both.
And he's given them a good contribution at the line tonight, getting there a lot and delivering on his opportunities.
Bucks trail by 7. To the inside. Here's Prince. The shot misses. Great D that time from the Prophet. The Bulls have gone 5 of 10, 50% from the field. Tries the hook. And yep, another basket.
And he's been dominant here thus far.
Shouldering the offense, GA, really taking it to the opposition. Milwaukee's gotten off 4 3-pointers in the final quarter, and 2 of them have fallen. Antetokounmpo looking it over. Trent outside. Sinks the three-pointer.
The defense is far too slow to close out on those three-point attempts.
Stolen by Prince. Inside. Stolen by Levine. White down low. Defended by Trent. And it's White missing. Bucks trail by 6. Down low. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist by Prince. Giannis has got 16 here in the second half. Here's the Prophet, and he banks in the layup.
He's looked practically unstoppable this quarter. The defense, yeah, well, they haven't had many answers for him.
And so Green will bring it up for Milwaukee. Pass to Antetokounmpo. Jacks up a 3. Green, no luck.
And sometimes on defense, you could just get lucky.
The Prophet passes to Giddey. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. They set the pick. Kick out to Levine. Over Giannis. Levine can't hit. Bucks trail by 6. Prince, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And here is Prince. Now here's Giannis. Guarded by Levine. Here's Antetokounmpo. Here's Portis. Tries again. Rebounded by Vucevic. Vucevic has got rebound number 12 here already in the game.
They're losing because he is struggling so bad, and he has not looked comfortable all game.
3 triples in the first half, 3 in the second. Boy, do they add up.
And we've got a timeout called by Doc Rivers. Clearly, he's got something his players need to hear, and immediately. A different look for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton comes in for Prince. And it's Damian Lillard in for Green. And now we've got some time to check in from the sidelines. What do you got for us, DA?
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He said, look, you guys are playing physical, and I like that, but it has to be under control. We've committed way too many fouls. We've allowed way too many foul shots. Kevin?
Thank you, David. And Lillard kicks to Lopez. Floats it up for Giannis. There's Giannis taking flight.
And if you're looking to make a big play with the pass, you've got to love Giannis. He's a big target on those alley-oop lobs.
The Prophet. Again, what an avalanche.
What a game. That's 72 points.
He's been simply, Greg, sensational throughout this one. White against Trent. Middleton dishes to Lillard. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Here's the Prophet, defended by Middleton. Levine wide open. And the 3 off target. Bucks trail by 10. Middleton with it, defended by Giddey. Fader on the way. Count that one. That gives him the double-double. 10 points and 10 rebounds.
Nice, a mid-range jumper by Middleton. I didn't know guys were allowed to take that shot anymore.
There's the drive. Vucevic goes back up. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. Milwaukee's gone beyond the arc 7 times here in the 4th and been successful 3 times. Pass to Lopez. Lillard, right side. Off target with his 3. The Bulls leading by 8. Here's the Prophet. And got it! Another basket. He's been absolutely ridiculous in this game.
You get the sense he just can't miss.
Here's Lillard. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. It goes on Josh Giddey.
Yeah, you never want to foul Dame in the act. He's almost automatic from the line.
Both free throws good from Lillard.
Now he's perfectly comfortable doing work at the line.
Well, Chicago's gone 2 of 5 on 3-point shots since the end of the 3rd quarter. Vucevic a screen on Middleton. Vucevic the pass to Giddey. Here's the Prophet. The tray. It's hauled in by Trent. Trent's got 5 rebounds tonight. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Lillard from outside. Good. And it's Giannis picking up the assist. Giannis has got assist number 5 here tonight. Levine against Giannis. Good. That's another bucket.
And he's nearing the single-game franchise record in scoring.
Absolutely on fire. Already a night to remember and approaching some history to boot. Lillard misses. Chicago leading by 8. Into the lane. The Prophet. And again.
Unreal. He's got the 4th most points ever in an NBA game. This man is on another planet.
I mean, what can you say? One of the all-time individual games in NBA history. And that's a foul called on the Prophet. And that'll be his 3rd foul so far. Dosunmu, he's checked in for Chicago. We've got 1:18 left in the 4th quarter. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
You know, Dame loves to test the defense like that, runs up against it, and then outworks them.
4th personal foul.
He's able to hit the second one, and that brings them within single digits.
Ooh, you hope that leaving points at the line won't come back to haunt them.
Here's the Prophet. Vucevic up top. Pass to the Prophet. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee. From down in the low post, it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 42 in the game. And it's the Bulls with the ball. The biggest lead of the game, 15 points. Another one goes. Incredible.
And that ties him for 3rd all-time scoring for a single game. What an incredible performance.
Absolutely. A game not to be forgotten. He has put on a show.
Let's hear it for you.
There's 45 seconds left in the 4th quarter. For 3, Middleton. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
2nd team foul.
Trent with the double team. On the wing, Dosunmu. Bulls moving the ball around. Pass to Giddey. Here's the Prophet, defended by Middleton. The Prophet passes to Dosunmu. Shot clock at 6. And another one falls.
And he's now outmatched his own single-game record for points with a staggering offensive onslaught. I think the defense is just as stunned as we are.
Words fail to describe the magnitude. He is putting in the work with a little overtime, and this game is sure to leave a mark. Trent finds Lopez. Trent outside. Off target from three-point range. That's a foul called on the Prophet. That will be foul number 5 on him.
Yeah, really good defensive play to cut him off there and square up.
And a clear foul there as he shot the triple. He'll go to the line for 3 free throws.
Yeah, good job trying to get a hand in the face, but you've got to be more careful.
At the line for the Bucks, Giannis Antetokounmpo. 3 shots.
He makes the first of 3, and that narrows the gap to 7. And so it's Chicago winning this one. They didn't make it easy on themselves.
Okay, then. That's how we stand on business.
MP, look, I love you, but you gotta play a little more disciplined on D. You're way too important to foul out like that.